Hey guys, what is up? It's your boy Monster, and this is gonna be a multiple upload day because today we have the NFL draft. Now, I don't want to say who I want my team to get because I know I'd just be jinxing it. So, but in this video, as you can tell by the title, I'm gonna be talking about sleepers in this draft. Let me keep that back down. The sleepers in this draft. Um, I think University of Tennessee might have actually produced the most sleepers in this draft class. I see three potential people that can actually uh, be potential starters on a team, at least if not immediately, potentially at some point they could be solid starters. To start off, I think the guy that has fallen under the rug the most is Josh Malone. This guy was really an old faithful type of wide receiver to Josh Dobbs. I see ability to play um, multiple positions, meaning he can play the slot, he can play the wide out. He's he's very good at route running. He has decent speed. He can also run the deep routes, and he's not the best catch in traffic receiver or contested catch receiver, but he does get the hard work done. Now, the next guy, this guy was probably really well spoken of before he got into Tennessee, and I don't really think he disappointed. I think this year is just a really deep year of talent, and he's just kind of been forgotten because, like, coming into thinking about it, just a few years ago, University of Tennessee wasn't even really on the map. So I would say the next guy that you should keep an eye on is Cameron Sutton. This guy will give you a boost in the kick return game and punt return game, which is basically the same thing, but not really. But he is a really good cornerback. He's not as good as Marshawn Lattimore. He's not going to lock every guy down, but he will get the hard work done. He will stop your he will stop the opposing team's number 2 receiver, I believe. I don't think he can consistently cover number 1 receivers or speed receivers. I think possession receivers and contested catch receivers would be the players you want him to be put up against. I don't know if his speed is top tier, but I really like what I saw out of him. You could see clearly that the games he wasn't there, Tennessee tended to struggle a bit more in pass defense. So I really think he might be a really good corner that might even fall to the last day of the draft. Um, but the one that I think has the highest upside from U Tennessee is Josh Dobbs, the quarterback. I He has the intelligence, aerospace engineering major. We know he's smart. Everybody knows he's smart. It's just, can he make the right decisions and can he make all the throws? You look at his college tape, it's very reminiscent of Dak Prescott's. But Dak Prescott completely changed for the better when he got into the NFL this past season. Yeah, so it's not a guarantee that he will be just as good. It's not even close to any type of guarantee. But looking at it, he's got the ability. He's one of the best dual threat quarterbacks I have seen in quite some time. He can really get it done flat out. He might be able to just he might be able to be the best quarterback out of this draft class. Now, I'm not saying he is right now because I think the quarterbacks in this class go Watson, Trubisky, Mahomes, Kaiser. As much as I actually no, I would say Dobbs, but Kaiser is going to get drafted before Dobbs. But I would say Dobbs is better than Kaiser. but Kaiser's going to get drafted before Dobbs. And then after that, you have miscellaneous players. I don't get the Nathan Peterman hype. I think he's just going to be the next Tom Savage. I really don't see him having great upside. Davis Webb, I like his demeanor. He will make you laugh in the locker room. But unfortunately, I don't know because he got benched by Mahomes. He was forced to transfer. And I don't know if I've seen anything that makes me say, oh, wow, for Cal, he actually did way better than Goff did. And if you're thinking that he's the same or worse than Jared Goff was, then that's a reason to kind of get a little scared. But the final, the final person that I want to talk about, the guy who this video, I had been planning on doing this video for a long time, and this was really the reason. Um, there was one of my friends who came to me telling me that he wanted me to do a scouting report on this guy. I'm not going to do a full scouting report, but Austin Carr, you probably haven't heard that name. Bilendenkoff finalist at wide receiver. So we're talking about a team that didn't have a great quarterback, let's be real, but he runs routes well. He gets your possession catches. He has enough speed to get the job done. I will really look for this guy to go late round and be able to easily be a team's number 3 receiver. If the team has a really shaky receiving core, he could possibly be the number 2. Now, if he gets drafted to a really good receiving core team, then of course that's a different story. He could be as bad as a number 5 or even not even on a roster, which is sad. I think he's overlooked. I think he has a great upside. I just hope he's able to utilize it, and I think he could be as good as Jordy Nelson if that's where his ceiling is. Now, will he get there? That's yet to be seen. Now, with that said, guys, who else is a steal that I would have said Alvin Kamara before, also from University of Tennessee, but no one's really sleeping on the guy. He's going to be like an early round 2 draft pick from what I'm seeing. At times I thought he was even better than Jalen Hurd. So yeah, let's see who else. I don't really know if there's anyone else I can say is a steal. Probably James Connors, I think, from UPitt. That guy is really good at the running back position. The year he was hurt, he had, I think, leukemia or Hodgkin's lymphoma. One of them, he had cancer. He had to, sit out. But then he came back, and he actually was a big part of the reason, and he was a big part of the game where UPitt was able to beat Clemson. So I really think he could also be good in the later rounds. If you need a running back, don't hesitate to get Connors in the later rounds. With that said, guys, I hope you liked this video. Stay tuned later on today. There's a high likelihood that I'll be doing a draft reaction video. If I'm gonna do it, it's gonna be to the Texans pick. That's my favorite team. I guess I could have live streamed it, but it's just